So how do you know what type of content to create that is going to literally pull in your ideal client? And one of the things that I have learned throughout the years of teaching people just like you how to create content is that a lot of you guys don't know the answer to one question, and that is, what problem do you solve? And so in this video, I am actually going to do a really cool exercise that I do with my private clients. And one of my private clients is having a hard time trying to see this for herself. And so I said, you know what? I am going to turn on my camera and I am just going to walk everyone through this exercise that you can literally start using today in order to start creating content that is going to resonate with your ideal client. But it all starts with that simple question: is what is the overall problem that you solve? And so before I actually get into the exercise, I'm going to walk you guys through a couple of things that is going to help you create content that is actually going to pull in your ideal client, not just to get everyone to watch, because I think a lot of people get caught up in how many views their content pieces actually get. And I was the same way. But if I look at my content that's on my YouTube channel, the content that has the most views has the least amount of conversions. And or did I say, yeah, I think I said that right. The content that has the most amount of views has the least amount of conversions. And the content that gets me the most amount of clients has the least amount of views. And it is because it is very targeted content. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't ever do any type of broad content, but whenever you're talking about reeling in those ideal clients, the people that are actually going to pay you, the people that are actually your leads, because I see a lot of people put out content and they're like, well, this content piece got 1,000 hand raises. Well, you probably went too broad. We want to find the fine line between getting people to just raise their hand because they're looking for a free thing. We actually want to utilize our content in order to pick out who in our audience is actually our ideal client. And so we want to make sure that we're creating content that is going to resonate with the people who are going to eventually buy from us, okay? And so this is a simple exercise. My students know it as the 15 pieces of content exercise, but I'm actually going to do it right now for a student in my Lean on Laurel program who's, again, having a little trouble trying to figure this out for herself. And hey, and that's one of the reasons why, people come into my Lean on Laurel program, is so that we can tag team the entire thing. I think a lot of people think Lean on Laurel is just about, doing ads, but Lean on Laurel is actually about getting your entire marketing system up and running. And that includes the organic content process, because at the end of the day, I tell my students, it's not about content, organic content versus ads. If I say content, I mean it all, because organic content is literally free ads. So I look at them interchangeably. A lot of my organic content gets actually turned into ads. And so we're actually going to go over this exercise. Let me actually share my screen so that you guys can see what we're actually doing. Oh, my hair is in my mouth. There we go. Let's see. We will do, where's my iPad? There we go. Let's share that. And I'll do this. There we go. Let's see if we can get this going. Okay, so a little bit about my client's avatar. And again, I'm going to do this as a way that I see it for my client. This might not necessarily be the way that my client sees this for her audience, but I'm doing this to kind of get the creative juices flowing. Now, her avatar are coaches, consultants, really any type of business that needs a marketing system. And so she is an affiliate for Go High Level. And so she's not only looking for more Go High Level affiliates, she's actually looking for people who she could actually build a marketing system for. Because at the end of the day, if she needs cash flow, just trying to get Go High Level affiliates is not going to really give her a lot of cash flow in the beginning, but it is going to be something that's going to be sustainable and be able to be turned into passive income, right? And so she's trying to target two different types of people. One who wants her to actually build this system out for them. because that's where her cash flow is going to be, right? A done for you system that she can literally hand over to them and possibly even take a profit share out of that, right? A lot of people don't realize that there's so many different things that you can do with a marketing system. When you build it for someone, you could either charge them up front, or you can say, hey, look, I am so confident in my marketing system. I'll just take a percentage of the profits from this. So she's got options, right? But there's two things that she's trying to do. Again, she's trying to attract a person who needs a marketing system. So let's actually start there. So the problem that she's solving is no marketing system. Okay, so this could be someone who is doing a lot of organic. This could even be someone who's running ads. And so this is the big problem. More or less, I like to say it's a situation. They're in a situation of not having a marketing system. But at the end of the day, it's a huge, huge, huge problem. And a lot of people would want to do videos based on this. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to break this down. Okay, there's going to be a couple of steps that we're actually going to do. So underneath this huge situation are going to be big problems, right? And so the first one might be that they don't have a funnel. What is another big problem that people would have if they don't have a marketing system? Well, they probably don't have an email follow-up system. So that would be another big problem. And maybe they don't have an AI bot automation for follow-up. That would be 3. Now, there could be way more big problems, but those were the first 3 that kind of came to mind whenever I'm thinking of a marketing system that Go High Level would offer, right? And there's going to be some people who are going to know Go High Level way more than me. And so this video is literally just for example purposes. I don't even use Go High Level. So I am going off of what I generally know. Okay, this is just an example for you guys to actually go through the process. So here we go. Here's the big situation, or the huge, huge, huge problem, right? And a lot of you guys are staying here. They don't have a marketing system. Some of you guys are staying too large where it's like, oh, well, they're not making enough income. That would be up here, okay? And then there would be 3 problems, big problems that are keeping them from not having, like, let's say your big problem you're trying to solve, you're trying to help your clients make more income because they're not making $10,000 a month. They're not able to quit their full-time job. That's where the big situation would be. And then you'd break down, well, maybe they don't have an offer, maybe they don't have this, maybe they don't have that, right? And so that's what we're doing with this exercise. And so for her, they don't have a marketing system. And so 3 big problems that are causing this situation is they don't have a funnel, they don't have an email follow-up system in place, and they definitely don't have any AI bot automation that's going to help the follow-up system follow up faster, right? Automation. And so underneath these, because again, we need to dig deeper on the content pieces, okay? So underneath each of these are going to be 3 to 5 micro problems, right? And so if they don't have a funnel, then they likely don't have a landing page. They likely don't have a sales page. They likely don't have a thank you page. They likely don't have maybe a video play page. And they probably don't have like an application if they're looking to get clients, right? And so this is where all of your content pieces lie, because here's the thing. There are things that you need to know about putting together an optimized landing page, right? So that could be a piece of power content, and the value bomb could actually be the template for a high converting landing page that on average gets 40% of people to opt in, right? The second power content piece could be on sales pages. What are the 3 sentences that sell, that do the majority of selling on a sales page? And then the value bomb again can be, here's a template, right? It even can be on the order bump, right? There's a very specific way that you should write an order bump on a sales page. That could also be a piece of power content, and a value bomb could be a template for that. there's a specific way that you should write your thank you page that's going to upsell them into buying something else, right? Again, that could be a piece of power content. There are certain things we always want to get 90% of people to press play on any type of like webinar replay or anything like that. That could be another piece of power content. And then there's certain questions that you should put on an application to ensure you get only your ideal clients. Well, that's going to be another piece of content, and that could be another value bomb that you give away as far as a template, right? And then an email sequence, you can literally have 7 pieces of content that's like email number 1. What do you say in email number 1? Email number 2, and give away templates, or maybe even GPT prompts that, you know, help people figure out this. So email number 1, the welcome email, that there's a very specific way that you should put that together so that can be its own power content. And again, the template, boom, you can literally either give away the template for the perfect welcome email, or you can give away all 7 in the value bomb. And you can put together like a Google Doc that has all 7 of those emails, and then you can give them away in each of these things. Okay. So this is the 15 pieces of content exercise, and we're literally just going down what are the pieces of each of these things in building. And so you can see here, yes, and here's the thing, a lot of people say, yes, this is giving away the farm, but this is literally how you can actually get people to work with you, because guess what? If people don't have an email follow-up sequence, it's probably easy to take them from value bomb into a quick 15-minute consultation on how you could actually build out this email sequence for them. And so the reason that I do content this way is I focus on those micro problems, because here's the thing, sometimes people can't see the 30-foot view, like they can't see the 30-foot view, that problem, right? A lot of people might not think that they have the problem of not having a marketing system. Some people think that they have a marketing system in place, and really they just have the sales page. They just have these different pieces. And so if we do a video about not having a marketing system, people might not resonate with that because that's not something that they're experiencing themselves. And so the reason that I have you guys go so deep on this exercise is because we want people to resonate with each of these pieces of content, right? If someone is putting together a webinar and it's not converting, your landing page video talking about what makes a highly converting landing page is going to be like, oh my God, I have this problem. I need this. And then you can easily take them into Messenger, and then you can do an assessment of their entire funnel for free. Because then you could say, hey, would it be worth a quick 15-minute call? And I'll actually walk you through the entire funnel process. And then you're going to see those black holes in their funnel. And then you're going to be like, hey, would it be worth a conversation if I helped you fix all of these problems? Here's how you can fix them yourself, or here's how we can actually get it done in the next 48 hours, right? And so this is why I have you guys go so deep on these content pieces, is because you're staying so broad. And that's why if you're not getting the right conversations with people, it's because you're probably getting a little bit too broad in your content, and you need to narrow it down. And so what are all of these little problems that you could actually solve for your ideal client? So if you got a lot of value out of this video, give me some love, give me some comments. If you have any questions at all, put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer every single one. As a matter of fact, I will answer every single one, but I'll see you guys in the next video.